Alright, it's Saturday morning. I did not have to work today. That's good. It was a narrow miss, though. But one night this week, I messed around, tore my door apart, which I sort of wish I didn't do, but because now I got to put it back together. But I need to do that. I'm gonna put some sound deadener in it of some kind. I got to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, and try to solve the rattles that were driving me crazy, at least in that door, and put it back together. And then it's going to be kind of a maintenance day. I got to work on a Subaru again. I don't know what's up with this Subaru. I feel like wailing wire. There's something wrong with Subaru all the time. So I got to get that in on the lift. I'd like to change the oil in this transmission, but I don't know that I have time for that today. So that's all right. I don't need this car right now. It's still drivable. So let me get the door put back together so I can back it out and proceed. At least that's the plan. And Mama ain't here. She has gone to the other place, and she had a little bit of a rough week, and she needed a little decompress time. Hey, I know what that feels like. So I'm gonna be here and hustle along. All right, I dug this stuff out. Well, this is left over from when I did my Trans Am doors. Ooh, don't scratch the paint. This is some sound deadening stuff. I think there's also some other stuff I use is real heavy. I don't think I'm going to use that. So what I'm going to do is we'll put this plastic. I don't know why I never did that before. Put that plastic on the inside of the door to save this stuff. Because you know water gets in there and when it rains and whatever, and then pretty soon this stuff starts getting kind of all warbly, and you know, stuff ain't cheap to replace no more. It's unreal. Speaking of unreal, I took most of my family to a Mexican restaurant last night. It's 4 of us. We drank water, and I think got a cheese dip or something like that. Anyways, it was dang near $100 with tip. And I know some of you out west pay more than that, so it's just confounding how much things are costing more and more and more. But I'm going to quit crying about that because I'm a blessed guy, got a good job and all that. So I'm going to quit crying. Alright, here's what I did so far. I put some of that sound deadener on the inside there. I didn't completely cover because I don't think that's absolutely necessary. And then I used some of this stuff to put some gooey on there to hold the plastic. I need to trim that one corner there, don't I? And now I'm going to glue this stuff to the back of that door panel. And it looks like I don't have enough, unless I piece it together, which I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world, to do the other door panel. But I'm not going to do the other door panel today anyway, so it ain't the end of the world. So I think what I'm going to do is get some headliner spray on here, and stick this to the back of the door panel. That's my idea anyways. Alright, this is what I did. Next time I do it, it'll probably be a little neater. But I used 3M, where is it? Let me see. The yellow weather strip adhesive instead of the spray, because that gets all over the place. That works good too, but I glued it in there with that. Now I need to flip it over and cut out for the door handle and the window crank and all. And then I will be able to install it. And that should cut down on the amount of noise I'm hearing. Should. You know, I've been invited to this fancy party. You know, I'm not a fancy party guy. I mean, look at me. But my wife ain't here. I kind of need her to go with me because, you know, she makes me look better. But I don't know. I'm debating on whether I should go or not. What do you think? Should I go to the big fancy party or not? You know, I'm just a regular guy, and these kind of people are, you know, they're just next level, that's all. Also, I don't think I'm going to order any more of this stuff. I'm just going to use these pieces on the passenger door when I get to it, because I'm gluing it down anyways. So, it's going to be fine. It'll be fine. Save money, because Lord knows it sure goes fast these days. Oh, by the way, I got some black walnuts there. I still got to develop the taste for him, I gotta confess. Man, it's a good looking car, ain't it? I got a back of the dragon sticker I need to put there. I did the tail of the dragon in 2016. Seems like the other day. It's unreal how time flies. Anyway, young men and ladies, think about that. Time flies. Think about what's the most important. Make sure you spend the time on that. And maybe it isn't all these old cars all the time. Maybe. Anyway, you decide. Alright, I got the door panel back together. I did add one screw. Right there, it didn't have one. I had these two. And them two, I don't know. Whoopsie daisy, I forgot one right there. I need to do that. I don't know if that was factory or not, but that's the way it was when I got it, so it's okay. I need to clean the window again, looks like. I kind of want to tint the windows in this car, because the air conditioner don't quite keep up. I've never been overly impressed with that vintage air system. The darn blend door ain't working again for some reason. I don't know, it's aggravating. It's aggravating. But that's a story for another time. Let me put that screw in, and I'm going to fire it up and take it down the road after I clean up my mess here. See how it acts. And then I'm going to pull in a gasp Subaru. Well, of course, the battery's dead. Evidently, the door opened. I didn't take the dome light out. You know. I swear I spend more time walking around looking for my camera. Alright. One person commented on the video when I made that idler pulley that you can't turn a V-belt backwards. And you know, now that he mentions that, I have seen on V-belts where it's V-grooved and it pushes the belt up. And I had one of those. Problem is it was seized up. Anyway, it's been 500 miles or so, and it's held up so far. I'll continue to report. If it fails, I'll let you know. Here's another unfortunate thing. Hit a bird. I remember that bird flying across in front of me, but I didn't ever hear nothing. Anyway, it's a shame. Alright, I gotta run it. I'll have to put a real charge on it, but right now I gotta hustle. Well, so far, I don't hear no more rattling in that door. I hear rattling in that door. And I hear a little wind noise. Something's kind of creaky here. I ain't sure. I put screws back in the dash. That helped that. Anyway, I got a ways to go. I ain't got time to do it today. I'm a rider just a little more, enjoying my stereo. See if the AC works. The AC's feeling pretty good. It's not very hot right now. Maybe 75. And it's not that humid either. I noticed that when I was coming back from Washington with that Suburban. The AC felt real good in Wyoming and Montana. But when I got back in here in the south where it's real humid, it didn't work as well. Of course, you know, it's dry heat out there. Waylon Wire can tell you about that. I'm going to tell you, this car is pretty good now. I need to put them aluminum heads on it. I need to decide. I want to do a stroker Maybe, I don't know, but this car is pretty good. Nice stereo, AC blowing. Only thing I miss is my sidekick. Alright, let me go do some maintaining. Alright, we got the charger hooked up. 25% it says. I did not let it charge much, and I was using the amp. Alternator's a little warm. Maybe I cooked it, but maybe not. Anyway, let me go work on a Subaru.